Hello, welcome to part 1. Here we're going to be talking about good beginnings, particularly the telephone contact. Our very best preparation is empathy. So first we need to pause and consider the way in which we're going to approach the conversation. We need to think how the other person on the other end of the phone might be feeling, what they might be thinking. And it's helpful to think about ourselves. What might I be feeling if this were me? What approach would be helpful to me if I was worried or distressed? Remind yourself of the following important elements of any effective conversation. You will be trying to listen to understand. Really trying to focus on what the person means, what they're feeling. You'll be concentrating on each response, theirs and yours. Try not to rush to a solution. Let that evolve naturally between you. You will listen for strengths, not just problems. This will be a theme throughout our videos. Really important to listen hard. Be conscious of listening for strengths, not just the problems. Try not to give advice before you fully understand what really matters to the person. This is sometimes easier to say than do, but try not to jump into advice about what might make things better from your perspective. Listen and encourage people to talk about what and how they are managing and what's helping them cope, not just what they can't do at the moment. Try and keep your tone calm and respectful. There is so much going on for you too at the moment, so many demands on your time. Take a breath, make sure your mind is clear and you're ready to concentrate on the other person. Remind yourself that at the end of this call, you want the person to feel listened to feel respected, to feel calmer, and hopefully clearer about their next steps. Use exploratory questions, questions that open up a conversation, and then listen hard to the answers. You begin with very open, engaging questions, letting people know who you are and where you're from, and telling them that you're giving them a call to see how things are at the moment. Then pause, listen hard. Remember, some people will be very clear about what they need and want. Others may be anxious, frightened, or even frustrated or cross, especially if they've been trying to get through to you for some time. Listen hard and listen calmly. So let's think about some early questions. The most open question, tell me a little bit about what's happening. Once you've asked it, listen hard. Then reflect on what you've heard. Use your own words to describe the most important things you've heard. Here are some examples. Clearly, I don't know the actual context of each of your conversations, but some of the general responses you might hear yourself making. For example, you might say, things feel out of control for you at the moment. Or, you're not sure how you'll manage to get through the rest of the week. Or, it sounds like you're feeling okay, but your husband is struggling and you're really worried about him. When we've heard and understood, our next open question needs to focus in on some of their concerns. What concerns you most about this situation? When you ask that, you're exploring their challenges and their dilemmas. Listen hard, then reflect on what you've heard. Don't jump to conclusions. Continue to try to understand. So some example responses could be, you can't do these things for yourself at the moment, and you're used to being very independent. You feel lonely and depressed right now, Or you want to help him, but you don't know how. Once you've fully understood, move on and ask, these are difficult circumstances for you. What's helping you get through? So here you're exploring their strengths, their resilience, and their relationships, giving you an opportunity to hear who they are and how they manage. So some example responses from you may be, when you speak to your friend on the phone, it feels better for a while and your spirits are lifted. Or, there are times when you can talk to each other calmly and then you get things sorted between you. Or, when you think about what got you through difficult times in the past, you remember how strong you are and you feel more hopeful. Or, when your children let you know they're okay, you feel much calmer. So you've heard now a lot of important things and you need to summarise and remind people of what they've told you so far. Then ask, there are clearly no easy solutions, but what would make the biggest difference to you at the moment? Here you're exploring real and achievable changes. Listen hard and summarise what you've heard. You may now be ready to create a plan together. At this point, you can share ideas and offer advice where that's appropriate. Important to remember, listen to their ideas and their possible solutions. Offer only what can be realistically given. For example, phoning someone every day may not be sustainable. But phoning someone once a week for 3 weeks and then seeing where we are could be very achievable. It's very important to try not to make a commitment on behalf of other services unless you are sure they have capacity and can respond in the way you hope. If you find they can't, it will break trust between you and the person you're trying to support. Waiting for services that may not be forthcoming can reduce people's sense of control or hope in themselves. You've reached a point where you can summarise the plan, what they are going to do next, and this could include thinking a bit more, talking a bit more, or trying things out, and also what you are going to do next. And then you agree a timeline together. When you finish the call, write down just the essentials. The challenges and the dilemmas you've heard that they're facing, the strengths and resilience that you know that they have to face some of those things, and what will keep them going and build on their own resources, holding on to the most important things for them. The plan has been agreed.